Hello everyone, welcome to Case Academy. Today we are going to learn about cost accounting standards. What is cost accounting standards? These are the formal guidelines issued to regulate how costs are recorded, classified and reported in cost statements. In India, these are regulated by Institute of Cost Accountants of India and which constituted the Cost Accounting Standards Board to formulate the standards. There are 24 standards in total. In this video, we will be discussing the first 8 cost accounting standards. Moving on to CAS 1. CAS 1 talks about classification of cost. It is all about sorting costs nearly for clear cost statements. Basically, it is classified based on the nature, traceability, function, behavior or production process. This classification of cost helps us to analyze, control and decide smarter. The next one is CAS 2. This standard focuses on determining capacity with a reasonable level of accuracy, which is essential in cost accounting because it affects how overheads are assigned, how performance is measured, and how efficiency is evaluated. It applies to various industries where production or operational capacity impacts cost structure and pricing decision. The next one is CAS 3. Production and operation overhead. Overheads are indirect costs like factory rent or maintenance. This includes overheads such as indirect labor, indirect material, factory rent, depreciation on plant and machinery, and maintenance cost. This standard states that there is a detailed disclosure requirement. Disclosures are required only when the information is material, significant and quantifiable. So, with this disclosure requirement, this ensures a transparency and prevents a distortion of production costs. Moving on to CAS 4. CAS 4 is captive consumption. This CAS 4 sets out principles for determining the cost of goods or services that are produced and used internally rather than sold to customers. So what is captive consumption? Captive consumption is common in integrated operations where immediate products are transferred to other divisions or units within the same organization. This standard is particularly relevant for compliance with GST provisions where valuation of captive consumption is required for tax purposes. Moving on to CAS 5. CAS 5 talks about average cost of transportation. This standard addresses the need to determine average transportation cost in a systematic and transparent manner. Transportation costs can vary widely depending on the distance, route, mode of transport and load factors. This standard provides a guidance on averaging these costs to achieve equitable allocation. The next one is CAS 6, material cost. It is a key component of most manufacturing and many service activities. Material costs include not only the purchase price of raw materials but also duties, transportation, handling charges and other expenses directly attributable to bringing the materials to their present location and condition. This is classified into a direct material and indirect material. The next one is CAS 7, which is employee cost. It focuses on the employee related costs like all forms of remuneration, benefits provided to employees whether monetary or non-monetary. It covers wages, salaries, bonuses, incentives, contribution to social security schemes, employee welfare expenses, training cost, and other benefits. This supports better planning for workforce requirement, budgeting, and performance measurement. The last is CAS 8, which is cost of utilities. It addresses the cost of utilities such as power, water, steam, gas, and compressed air, which are essential inputs in many production processes and service operations. Utilities can be generated internally or purchased externally. This standard is not applicable to organizations whose primary business is the generation and sale of utilities. Proper allocation of utility costs can reveal opportunities for cost savings and efficiency improvements in production processes. Thank you.